Brad Gerke, and I'm 39 years old, and I'm from North Aurora. Originally grew up in Woodridge, Illinois. I've been clean since September 14th, 2010. Life growing up when I was young, it was a great scene. Very loving parents, wonderful sister, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, supportive in anything I did. My dad was wonderful. He always told me the right thing, even though I didn't listen a lot of times, but he was always there for me whenever I fell. Very compassionate man that had the best outlook for his family. My mom was an angel. She always had the best for me and my friends and my sister. I started using drugs and alcohol in 4th and 5th grade. Started with drinking alcohol on the weekends, smoking marijuana, and it eventually escalated to using heroin. It took away my fears. It allowed me to feel empowered. It allowed me to feel like I was part of. And I found a natural group of friends that were using alcohol and drugs. So my addiction and my alcoholism really progressed. Throughout the high school years, we started experimenting with harder drugs like cocaine and ecstasy. Eventually started smoking crack cocaine, and from there we were introduced to heroin. It was about me and 8 friends. Throughout that process, all of them have passed away as a direct result of a drug overdose. With the friends that I was using it with, we stayed together because we had to co-sign each other's, BS. But family and friends that cared about me, they held on for quite some time. Until it got to a point after a few treatment centers, in and out of, their home or using their home like a hotel, going home to shower, eat, sleep, and then leaving for days on end. Eventually my mother gave me a $50 Visa card and said, "Brad, we wish you the best of luck." I remember one time waking up and wanting to stop. And me and my buddy Joe, we were using heroin every day. And we told each other, all right, you know what? Maybe if we just didn't hang out, we would be able to get sober. About 2 or 3 days of us not hanging out, he gave me a call and said, "Brad, man, I got the flu, I'm sick." And I said, "Yeah, me too." And he said, "Well, let's just go get a bag of dope to get through this flu." I remember doing that first line and throwing up out the window. And I immediately turned to him and said, "This is why they call it a fix." See, we didn't have the flu, we were dope sick, and we didn't even know that. At that point, I knew it was a problem. I knew that I was not only mentally addicted to this, but now I was physically addicted to this. I didn't know what treatment would be like, but I knew that I needed it. I knew that I needed to change my life. And on that hand, whatever it was going to be, when I was finally ready, I was ready to take on the task. When I was finally serious about getting sober, and that time stepping out of those treatment doors, having the support of my family, really rooting me on and advocating for me, was a very positive experience. Life is wonderful today. I have from not having a home to having a home, to having my family pretty much kick me out of their house, to allowing them to live with me for 7 months while they were having a house built. From my sister rightfully not necessarily disowning me in my addiction, to being a godfather of one of her kids, to having a beautiful wife, 2 amazing dogs, riding motorcycles, have best friends, to be able to help start up drug turn-in programs at police departments, to be able to sponsor people, to be able to walk hand in hand with those in recovery. It's an amazing journey, and I love it. I love every minute of it. My relationship with my family today is amazing. To be able to be the son that I always wanted to be able to have real relationships with my mother, my father, and my sister, and then the extended family as well, is something that I always yearned for, I wished for, I just couldn't live up to those expectations I would set myself in my addiction. But today, in sobriety, I'm able to live up to those. Nobody is too far gone to receive the benefits and the promises of sobriety. What it takes is action, but you need to start with that action of asking somebody that you need this help. If you or a loved one is struggling, please call Banyan.